Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys another reading. So today's topic is Karmic Debt Collection. Your ex, do they regret hurting you? So we're definitely going to tap into an old flame and basically just see what this person's karma has been. Do they regret hurting you, etc., and where do things stand moving forward? So if this sounds like your sort of thing today where you're interested in this topic, definitely just stay tuned. So just take what resonates as usual, you guys, and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'm going to be using here today are actually created by myself and will be listed in the description box in the order that I use them. And this Organite will also be there too. So let's dive right in. We're going to take a look and see what was the initial spark and chemistry that you had with this particular person, this ex. Let's look at this energy. What was the initial chemistry and attraction and spark that you had with this person? Let's take a look at this. Ooh. So it was what I'm getting here immediately with that deny energy. Don't turn away from me. Oh yeah. So this to me was just very much, full of passion, full of chemistry. It was very difficult to turn this person away. It was very difficult for them to turn you away. It's like you couldn't deny. Kind of getting here that like if you guys wanted to take things slow, the attraction was just so out of this world. It was really difficult to take things slow. So that's what I'm immediately picking up on here with the initial spark and chemistry that you had with this person. Look at this. We have stronger together union. So what I'm also getting to you guys is that, when it was really hot, it was really hot. But when you pulled away from this connection, it was kind of like, I don't want to say it was out of sight, out of mind, but you guys were definitely stronger when you were together. When you were spending time together, there was definitely a connection. And it doesn't mean that there was no connection when you guys, went in and hung out with other people, but I just feel like it was the chemistry and just being in each other's presence was quite strong. So when you were together, it was just like, you're kind of only focused on each other. So that's pretty good. All right, let's see what else. My love, in your heart, you know how I feel. What I'm getting here is that there was definitely some sort of a heart connection as well. It wasn't just this whole, physical chemistry. Something was happening on a deep, intimate level here on the heart or on the heart chakra. So there was definitely something that happened when the two of you either kissed or the two of you just basically came together in this physical way, spent time together. Love was present. Now, somebody may have not said it, but that's how they were feeling. We have hungry, so you're on my menu, so I'm hungry for you. This person and you were into each other, so there wasn't a lack of desire for one another. There wasn't a lack of attraction, not at all. This just definitely was like, you're on my menu. And I feel like somebody was very focused on you. You were very focused on them when you guys were together. I don't know what may have happened as far as when you guys weren't spending time together, but there was definitely an appetite here for each other. Cheers, I want to explore every part of you. That's awesome. So what the initial spark and chemistry was is that it was kind of like, yes, cheers, let's do this. Let's explore each other. Let's really get to know each other on every single level. So definitely very exciting to get to know one another. To me, that's like a 3 of Cups vibe. To me, it's very, very just fun. We also have breathe. You brought me back to life. Okay. So there's this feeling here, maybe somebody had that they could never fall for someone again. They could never feel this way again. So you brought something up in this individual and maybe they brought something back up for you too. But you put life back into something for them. And I feel vice versa. So this is definitely, very powerful connection, especially when the two of you guys, I feel locked lips. There was just this like almost like a magical feeling that was created here. Masking. We don't have to pretend anymore. Interesting. I feel like there were probably things that maybe you were afraid to maybe admit or take some sort of a mask off with past partners, and the same for your person, and you guys were able to just be yourselves and kind of let your guard down a little bit with one another instead of masking it. So there was something about the two of you that made each other feel comfortable enough to kind of dive into a kind of maybe a fetish or a fantasy, or just kind of maybe even explore talking about something that you would have never talked about with anyone else. There's some kind of a special little connection here that the two of you made. It felt very comfortable to just let your guard down and talk and talk like in a I can't think of the word I want to use, but just definitely being more exposed, I guess, in a more authentic, transparent way. That's it. Ooh, seduction, you are a masterpiece. So it might be that you were a master of seduction. This person very much could have liked certain parts of your body, or there's just certain things, the way that you moved, the way that you looked, things like that was very seductive. And I just feel like your individual was very hungry for this, very attracted. Claim, I don't want to let you go. Okay. So there's some kind of an energy here where somebody, I feel, maybe wanted to go, or something happened here and the other person is like, I don't want you to go. So maybe a runner chaser vibe kind of situation kind of birthed or took place. Somebody's attachment wounds could have gotten triggered here. So it like created somebody to want to just hold on even further. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else. What was the initial spark and chemistry with this person? Definitely the chemistry is pretty strong and the attraction was pretty strong, and it caused somebody not to want to let go or lose this because they were really into it, okay? And I feel initially the both of you were equally into it, but obviously something happened here. Ooh, okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So I kind of feel like this is where we're going to get the story as what starts to kind of develop, what starts to take this in a new direction. First of all, what I want to say is that the initial spark and chemistry is that it's somehow fated, that it's magical. That's the Wheel of Fortune to me. You feel destined. It feels like destiny. It feels like fate. It feels kind of surreal. Yeah, so a magical vibe here for sure. And you guys both feel it when you meet. You may have known each other in a past life. There could be some kind of a soul tie here, and it's like meeting a counterpart and you feel it and you're just like, wow, like I've never felt this way before. So that's the spark and chemistry. But I feel like a chain of events. You guys had a real high time and then there was a real low time in this connection. Karma was created. Somebody created karma in your connection. Ooh, all right. What I'm getting here with this Four of Ashes, this is the Four of Pentacles. Somebody was reluctant to change. They were stubborn. They were holding on to something. So even though they let you in the beginning, I feel like they started to shut down as time went on. Maybe it just became too serious, too heavy for this person, and they were very reluctant to let you in all the way. So I feel like they let you in a little, and then they just stopped that process. Okay. This is the breaks. Count of Ashes. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Slow, cautious energy here. I don't know if I can go any further than this. Yeah. So I feel like you and your person were on some sort of trajectory to move in a specific direction, and they stopped this. They stopped this from going any further. And obviously we're going to go and dive into this individual and why they may have done that. But that's definitely here. They put the brakes here on this connection. Okay. This right here is the Countess of Souls. This is the Page of Cups, to heartfelt message. Somebody may have apologized for this. I'm really sorry, but I can't go any further. I'm really sorry, but we're just not on the same page. I don't know that any of these things were said. Your person may not have explained shit. They may have either just ghosted you. They may have started to breadcrumb you. Sometimes the Page of Cups can be somebody who's just kind of throwing a few crumbs here and there. Like they come in with that Knight of Cups vibe, like pursuing you and yeah, right? And then they start to backpedal and they go into the Page of Cups mode, which is just breadcrumbing you. So I kind of feel like maybe this is what started to change things. You started to sense that this person was feeling different, or they changed. Like what happened? And it may have just felt all of a sudden. Okay. Some of you guys might feel like this person came in for a conquest, just to basically, have you. And then when they were done, they just, see you later, off to the next thing. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but some of you guys may feel this way about this person, that they basically came in really quick, real hot, real fast, and then just left you kind of like a ship passing through the night. Yeah. So, everybody has their own issues, and there's obviously a reason why this person may have acted this way. But yeah, they definitely hurt you. They've created some sort of karma with you, and we're going to find out, do they regret hurting you? So yes, when you guys first came together, there was a lot of attraction, there was a connection, there was chemistry, you guys were both feeling it. And then obviously as time was progressing, this person decided to change their speed. And I feel like they just downshifted into almost a halt and started breadcrumbing you. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. So let's now take a look and see what shadowy behaviors did your person start displaying that caused concern for this connection. Well, I feel like that really just came through, but let's get some more details about this shady behavior. All right, what was this person's shady ass behavior that they started displaying towards you that caused concern? Ooh, yeah. All right. Some of you guys, if you're watching this and you watched the lost love reading that I just did the other day, this could be the same person or the same kind of vibration of that individual that came through. Very much an individual who is like an escape artist, somebody who is like their attachment style and love is definitely not anxious. It's more of an avoidant. Okay. Because we have disappear, flight, and dodging. So what I'm getting here is that your person just kind of started to act flighty. They weren't there all the time. They were maybe always responding to your texts right away, or in a timely fashion. And then suddenly they're just like not even texting you back. They're not even like acknowledging that they got your last text, like with a thumbs up or a heart or anything. And it may have just been like they just were like nowhere to be found. They would just kind of ghost for a couple of days and then come back. So this caused concern, I feel, for you. This caused you to really just start to try to figure out what the heck's going on here. But they were trying to escape. Interesting. Some of them were playing elsewhere. Yeah. And maybe you guys already know that, so it's not going to be harsh news. But the devil here, playing with fire. Now, the Capricorn energy here with the devil, it doesn't have to just be about, physical pursuits like, passions and, desires and things like that. It can also be material. It can be money, fame, chasing a dream. So that could also be something that was happening. Somebody, this is like overworking, or work is their baby. Work is the only thing that they want to do. They only want to focus on working on projects or something like that. But I do feel like for some of you guys, this has something to do with playing with fire in another situation with another person. So this could be like they were already setting up, and this kind of does seem like a narcissistic move. But the thing is, avoidance will do this too. They've already been planning their exit for a little bit, and they don't want to feel the pain of it, so they'll usually go in and start setting something else up. So that is kind of what I'm seeing with this. So of course that totally sucks, but maybe they even also started displaying some behavior such as overindulging in things, substances, or just being very reckless in their behavior, or just almost in a way like acting like they just don't care, very careless. And that may have just really thrown up a red flag for you. Oh, this is kind of sad, and I've had this done to me before, where somebody praises you, somebody tells you just like how amazing they think you are, and there's certain traits that you have where they're just like, wow, I think that's really admirable, I think that's really amazing. And then at some point they turn it around and they turn it into a negative, like, that's really a bummer that you don't do that. And it's like, wait a second, but you told me how awesome you thought it was that I didn't. So it's very confusing here when someone does the switch up. But we have issues, unkind, and inner crisis. Yeah, I do feel like there was a little bit of this careless with your feelings, unkind energy, where somebody was saying unkind words or being just, judgmental towards you, or trying to find fault in you, pick you apart. Avoidance do that too. So this person has issues and an inner crisis going on. So what are they doing? They're projecting it out onto you. And that's how they're going to, kind of cut away and escape. Look at this. My God. All right. This right here is the Page of Swords, mind games. And it's a mind fuck when someone does this, because after you're done, you're just thinking, I don't get it. I don't understand. I wasn't even trying to push for anything, or I just was giving this person plenty of space and time. I really wasn't pushing, but yet they still felt the need to cut away. So it can cause the person that has dealt with someone like this to really scratch their head and just be really confused. Maybe even kind of gaslight yourself and just start to question your own reality. And whenever you're questioning your own reality, you guys, to me, it's a huge red flag that you're dealing with somebody that has issues, So it really isn't about you, it's about them. So just try to always remember that, okay? But yeah, the shady behaviors that they started displaying as they started kind of maybe saying something, but then like not wanting to admit it. So then they gaslit you. That would be a mind game. Or somebody that's just like, I know I said that, but that's not what I meant. That's a mind game. Again, inner crisis. This is somebody who's got a lot of shit going on within themselves. And, it still hurts just the same when they do it to you. But just at the end of the day, really realize it's not even about you. It's about their own inner stuff. Secretive. Okay. We have hiding, covert, and hush. Your person may have started to hide their phone, turn it off. Yeah, I've had this done too. It's just like, oh, that's interesting. Your phone was going off all night in the middle of the night, and now your phone's just completely off during the day. What's that about? You know what I mean? Or suddenly they have like a lock on their phone when they didn't have it. So I feel like there might have been something that was going on here, where they didn't want you to see something. They didn't want to get caught. Maybe they were even online talking to other people, texting other people, getting to know other people, and you just had no freaking idea. It may have been that the version of themselves that they put out there, to really just kind of like have you be interested in them isn't really kind of who they were at the end of the day. Meaning, like, if they put themselves out there as somebody who is really confident and really strong, maybe they're just really insecure at the end of the day, but that's something that they don't want to, obviously wear on their sleeve. So yeah, that right there, little changes in behavior. It might be that you even started trying to figure things out on your own to figure things out. Maybe you end up seeing something. Oh yeah, we have the Temperance, Fallen Angel card. So it's like somebody falls from grace. We have them on a pedestal in this one. And sometimes that's what happens. We put someone on a pedestal and we project all our fantasies onto them. Of course, it's going to come crashing down because no one is perfect. You may have done this to them. They may have done this to you. You may have done this to each other. It just never really works out in the end. So, this is usually a real fast-paced rush type of thing where you don't really take the time to get to know someone. You're only focusing on all of the stuff that makes you feel good. And, we've all done it. So I just feel that this particular individual, it's like there was a huge crash of reality. There was a real just flipping a switch. It felt super quick and it just caused a lot of confusion. Yeah, for sure. This person, I feel, may have asked for space. They may have asked for time and they may have asked for space. And what you discovered is while they were taking this break from you, they were actually doing something else. And that is devastating because it's just like, why can't you just be honest? Why can't you just be honest? Sometimes people like this, they just don't want to deal with the aftermath. They don't want to deal with, the harsh words. They don't want to deal with anything like that. It's too much of a crisis for them. So this is just what they do. This is how they cope. They just keep things on, hush hush, and it usually ends up coming out and they just look like a jerk in the end anyway. So it just it just sucks. All right, let's see what else. One-sided. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. Because I feel like it wasn't one-sided in the beginning. I don't. I feel like you guys were both equally into each other. And so when this person started to act this way, you were just like, wow, am I the only one that's feeling this? It says imbalanced, uneven, disengaged. So this person disengaged with you. They disengaged and I feel like they engaged somewhere else. It doesn't have to be another person, but they used something else in their life to basically engage in. So that way they just, maybe wouldn't have to deal with something. This is just their MO. This is what they do. Yeah, I feel like for some of you guys, this person, when they disengaged with you, what they re-engaged with was their work. This is the King of Pentacles, power lust, like power, having power. Also, this might be somebody who sabotages things because they don't ever want to be the person that's brokenhearted. So it's power lust right there. But yeah, for some of you guys, this individual just decided to really just jump into work, and that was safe for them instead of, maybe connecting with you. So this is just the route that they decided to go down. So that's what we have for that. All right, so now we're going to look at the energy of what caused them to think back and regret the decisions that they made with you. So we're just going to take a look at that. Like, do they regret hurting you, for one? And if they do, then why don't we take a look and see what caused them to start thinking about this and feeling bad for anything that happened. Let's look. I feel like immediately, you guys, this person was not sorry. As in, like, they may have felt bad, like, everybody has, like, well, I don't know, not everybody, but I feel like, this person has a conscience. They felt bad, but I do feel like they kind of did a projection. They did a blame shift, and then they exited the building. Okay. Because this caught in your web energy tells me here that this person kind of made an excuse to themselves as to why they could no longer be with you or spend time with you. They felt like they were losing themselves. They felt like they didn't want to get caught up in something. Maybe they felt like you weren't the right partner for them. That could be it too. But whatever it is, your person kind of cast this web onto you, projected something off of themselves onto you so they could make a clean getaway. Okay, so I feel like initially this person did this. So it may not have been until later that they started thinking back on this and regretting how they made this decision. Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. The Tower. For sure. Okay, so yeah, this person did not have their Tower moment when they pulled away from you. It happened after. So I love that we're doing this reading today because it's really going to showcase everything that happened to this person after you guys stopped dealing with each other, after you guys stopped seeing each other, after they did this. They did have a Tower moment, you guys. They did. And that's when they started to feel either badly or have some regret with how things went with you. It may be that somebody did something to them that made them feel super shitty. And that's the only way that we really learn is if we go through things ourselves. We're just like, wow, I guess that doesn't feel so good. I guess that when I did that one thing to that person, that might have been how they felt. I mean, I've done that seriously so many times. And, it doesn't guarantee an actual change, like you'll be perfect the next time, but you'll always keep those things and put them to memory and really just, try not to do that again because it doesn't feel good. Yeah. So let's see what else. Okay. Interesting. The Knight of Wands. Your person after you, I do feel, went off and played the field or just traveled and they were very casual. I don't know for everybody that they went and got into another relationship. I mean, some of you, they could have done that, but I just feel like the Knight of Wands is somebody who doesn't want to be tied down. They just want to have passionate encounters and that's it. They don't really want to settle down. So I do feel like your person went off from you and opened themselves up to a bunch of experiences, but then they eventually had some kind of a Tower moment. Yeah, Three of Cups. Now, they could have also entered into a third-party situation, got caught up. Their ways, though, they're the way that they handle things, the way that they either date others, because to me, the Three of Cups is casual, the Knight of Cups is casual. This could be third-party situations. This is going to eventually catch up with you. It's not going to work long term. You're always going to have a string of drama and situations, and I feel like this person had a Tower moment because of their behavior. So their past behavior finally caught up to them, you guys. And then they realized, wow, you know what? Maybe the problem really is me. That's what I'm saying. Maybe the problem really is me. So let's see what caused them to start thinking back on this. I feel this Tower moment, having some kind of thing blow up in their life. They started thinking about you. You're the ghost in my head, so you didn't go anywhere. So suddenly they start thinking about you. It's not like you're not dead. It's not over. It's like you're that ghost inside their head, and they're thinking about that person, and which is you in this case. So what is it that they're thinking? What's causing them to think about this? Ooh, Eight of Cups. Now what they're thinking about, what caused them to think back and regret the decisions that they made, they started thinking about the way that they left you, the way that they left you behind, the way that they walked out of your life with the Eight of Cups. And I'm getting, for some of them, it was a candy ass way of going about things. It was not, it just wasn't mature. And maybe for some of you, it was just downright cruel. Okay. I also feel like they started thinking about you when you were just nowhere to be found, as in you didn't chase this person, or maybe you stopped if you ever did, and you just finally let go. That's when this person started thinking about you, when they had major space from you, when they hadn't seen you in a while. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, damn. This is a card of being shut out, left out in the cold. That's what Five of Pentacles is. Yeah, it may be that you finally got to a point where you're just like, F this, I'm done. I'm not dealing with this. And so maybe you just kind of packed up your life in some way and you moved on forward and you just took care of yourself. Well, let me tell you, this person noticed. They absolutely noticed that you did this. And I feel like maybe this is when they started thinking about how they wish that they wouldn't have ended things with you, and how they may have done something or said something that felt permanent. And I feel like that's when they started thinking back on this, and they were a little bummed about that. Yeah, we have the Queen of Cups. And to me, they see you as the Queen of Cups. You didn't deserve it. You didn't deserve this. You were very kind. You were very loving. And this person knows it. So they know that they basically shut you out of their life. You were very loving and kind, and you just wanted to love them. And they shut you out anyways. So I feel like this definitely, when you were nowhere around, or you hadn't spoken to this person in a while, and things started falling apart and they had major tower moments, that's when they started feeling bad about this. Oh, wow, look. Doppelganger. They started seeing you in other people. So they would meet people, or they would like see maybe somebody on TV or something, and it was just like, oh my God, it looks like, it looks like you. So in a way, it's like you kind of become that ghost in their life, where it's like just kind of haunting them. And they just feel like they see you in everyone. So everywhere I look, you're all I see. They might hear somebody call your name. So they're constantly reminded of you. So that's when they started really thinking about this and really feeling bad about everything that went down. Okay, yeah, this person definitely has thought back on the past with you, for sure, with the Judgment card. That to me is one of these past reflection cards. Absolutely. You're looking back on your past, and you're looking at all the things that you did wrong, or just everything that you've done so far in life. It's like Judgment Day. So yeah, you're a part of that. You're a part of this person's Judgment Day. And I do feel like because of the way that they hurt you, they regret these decisions that they made, during that judgment, when they're thinking about the past. Two of Pentacles, but they're kind of up in the air. They don't really know what to do about it. What do they do with this? Do they come back? Do they apologize? Do they reach out to you? Do you, not want to hear from this person? We have Death. Yeah, I feel like this person did go back and forth with this. They went back and forth whether to resurrect this and come back and rehash this and maybe issue you some sort of an apology. But the thing is, it might be that it's been so long that they've just kind of chosen to just try to lay it to rest. But I do feel like your person does continue to hear your name. They continue to see things that remind them of you, and they see you in other people. Yeah. So I just feel like you're the ghost in their head, even still to this day. That's how I'm seeing it. So anyways, you guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and shift now over to the extended reading. And we're really going to go into what negative repercussions have impacted your person's life the most. So we're going to take a detailed look at that tower moment. We're also going to see what started happening to them after you parted ways. So what experiences were they having? What kind of karma came up for them? We're also going to see, what does your person assume that you think and feel about them today? Because they may assume that you never want to see them again. And what does their higher self want to express to you from their heart and soul? So anyways, you guys, if you'd like to join me for those extra messages, definitely do so by clicking in the link in the description box down below. I'll also pin it to the top comment section in the video as well. All right, you guys, thank you so much. And don't forget to give this video some love. It always helps the channel out big time. I really appreciate you guys. All right, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.